Hello and welcome to Jurassic Reviews. On this episode, we'll be taking a look at a figure from Spiral Studio. That figure is the Mothra Larva 2019, the Benevolent version. Before I begin, here's a look at the huge box it comes in. It's about the size of the boxes X Plus Gigantics come in. Speaking of gigantic, this figure is quite large, standing 13.5 inches tall and about 17 inches long. This figure is part of Spiral Studios' Titans of the Monsterverse, a 35cm line that uses vinyl, and is more comparable to X Plus's various figures. That said, from what I can tell, this figure won't be scaling with any other figures coming out in this line. If it were, it'd be a lot smaller, as Mothra was a pretty small kaiju in Godzilla King of the Monsters. The sculpt on this is excellent. It's like it was taken straight out of the film, and the scene the Mothra Larva appears in, right up to her looking downwards, like she was looking at the tiny humans below her during the movie. This is the Benevolent version of this figure. There is also a defensive form with an altered sculpt and different paint job. I have that one on the way too, so when that one gets here, we'll take a look at it as well. This version has a closed mouth, and the different parts of its back aren't raised up like the defensive version, appearing much smoother. This figure, being vinyl, is really lightweight, even more so because it's hollow. It's also a translucent blue vinyl, and would probably look great displayed under some different lighting conditions. Details are solid, from the scales along its back to the softer looking skin that's on the body and legs. It's all very organic looking, and I'm glad they disregarded scale for this figure because we really get to see these great details even better at its larger size. It's probably the best representation of this version of Mothra out there in figure form, and it's going to be tough to beat. The paint job is great. We never really see the Mothra Larva this clearly in the film. The scene it's featured in is on the darker side and parts of Mothra are a bit obscured. It's mostly painted a few shades of brown, with light brown being found on the body, and darker brown on the more armored looking back. Though on the back we also see some blue stripes that look really cool. There's some blue in other parts like the chest and on points of the legs. Most of this blue is the blue translucent vinyl this figure is made out of showing through. The claws on each of the legs are painted a dark brown, and if we look at the head, the mouth is a darker brown, and the eyes are painted dark blue. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this paint job. I don't really have any issues with it. Here's a quick comparison with a few other figures, mostly X+. Here it is next to the X+ Godzilla 2021. Here it is next to the X Plus Gigantic Godzilla 1954. Here it is next to the 30cm Godzilla 1993. And finally, here it is next to the Spiral Studio King Ghidorah 2019. For a rating out of 10, I give this one a 9.5. I think this is a great first release for this line, and I look forward to getting the defensive version. It being not really in scale with anything isn't a problem to me. And I like the larger size, it really lets you soak up all the great details. At the time of this video, there's still a few of these out there if you're searching for one, and if you're wanting to have a 2019 Mothra Larva represented in your collection, I can definitely recommend this. And that does it for the Spiral Studio Benevolent Mothra Larva 2019. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.